How you doing, family? As I mentioned in my previous videos, I've been reading this book, phenomenal book, called Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. I was reading the book tonight, and I came across a passage in here, and I thought it was worth making a movie on this. I had thought about two things came out of this reading tonight. And the book in general covers and establishes and puts to bed for me, the concept of the Holy Trinity. I've been searching for decades now to really understand what could possibly, what the great thinkers and prophets of the past, have meant by the term Holy Trinity. And now it makes complete and total sense. Almost everything that the prophets, the Rosicrucian, Shriners, the Masons, people I've been working with in spiritual culture back when I was 22 years old, 40 years ago, or 43 years. They were trying, all were talking about the same thing, and what they were trying to get us to do, and what I couldn't really get together and wrap my head around. And some of them were sending a little bit of a mixed message, but what they were trying to get us to do is settle down, get away from the television, get into some quiet, introspective environments that will allow you to calm down and gain control over your mind space. And the reason now I realize by reading this book is that's the only way to get what you want out of life. You've got to get a handle on this. This is, in other words, this is going to happen whether you like it or not. This is the system. And, again, what this whole series of lectures is about, video lectures, is about teaching and sharing my ideas with you about how to get control over every aspect of your life in order to get what you want out of life when you want it. Now, there's a process, and we've got to understand how this process works. What he talks about here in this book, okay, is, it's kind of hard to show you because the screen has light, and this thing picks up and illuminates light beyond normal. But what he talks about in this book is the structure of this Holy Trinity is like this. There is consciousness, which is the totality. That's one. That's the first one. Consciousness is made of two parts. The conscious mind, thoughts that you and each of us are always aware of, the thoughts that are coming by and the thoughts we are projecting. These are conscious. We are aware of them. We mentally see them, mentally hear them when we imagine and allow ourselves to go into imagination. And then there's the subconscious, which we are not aware of. More often than not, most of the things that actually happen are subconscious within us. But the most important part about it that he's pointing out in this book is, and I've heard this thousands of times over the last 40 years, in order to do anything, they say you have to go where? Within. They say everything that is manifest comes from within. What do they mean? They're talking about put it in your mind, visualize it, imagine it, dream it, make that idea, feed that idea, repeat that idea. Now inculcate what he teaches in this book is inculcate every positive and constructive feeling that you want. As you imagine yourself being and doing these things, bring all those feelings in. Bring all the goosebumps and all the feelings of love and happiness and extreme happiness and joy as you go to order the cars, as you go around and you look at the different houses and you see yourself turning around in your house, the houses with your arms out spread wide, as you're saying, this is the house I've always wanted. See that feeling, the imagination of jumping on your son or your wife or your daughter and or whoever you're with that's taking you around to who's accompanying you as you go through these scenes of your having already what it is you want. All those feelings have to be inculcated with that idea. And when you do that, again, like I've said, everything in this existence is basically on autopilot. See, you do what you're supposed to do, you do what they are instructing you to do in this book, you automatically get that. You can't do it one time though. Let's just, you got to be realistic and be practical. Sometimes you got to kind of read between the lines, but they're telling you, you have to do this repeatedly. See, so once you accomplish your goal, you can put that to bed. But until you accomplish your goal, you repeat the exercise. You revisit this scene and bring in different scenes. You don't have to revisit the same scene. Bring in different scenes. I got 10, 20 different scenes related to my hitting the lottery and the money and the funds and being a millionaire. I got a whole bunch of scenes. But you got to take that knowledge now. What I'm doing now in this video is I'm going to bring home the knowledge, and I'm just going to give it to you, and then you just inculcate that into your toolbox. Okay, just for the sake of knowing, because the more you understand how the system works, then that becomes subconscious. You don't have to think about it all the time. You just automatically do it. Like you realize, because once you realize the importance of it, the value of this knowledge, and you start to inculcate it into your program, and you start using these strategies and these techniques and exercises in your program, then your program gets better. And the key thing is when you start seeing results. This is why I'm creating these videos and lectures before I've even become the millionaire yet. I'm preparing so when I become the millionaire, then I'm going to post the bulk of these videos, because then you see I'll have evidence to prove to you as to how I did it. But what I'm doing is nothing unique. We all can do this. That's why we got to get this information down, and I'm putting this out to you. So the Holy Trinity is consciousness itself. That's the whole dome. That's the top. Consciousness. We all are conscious. Okay? We all are a part of consciousness. But everything that is manifest within this world, this time-space continuum that we are experiencing called existence, everything in it comes from the subconscious. The subconscious is the creator, is the mother that gives birth to everything. It's the feminine side, as he breaks it down in this book. And the male side, not the men, don't get your head all big, because God knows you don't need any more, But in other words, it's the concept of the male impregnating the female, which is in harmony with the way things are set up in nature. The male, which is the idea, the vision, the conscious, decision to create this vision of what you want, your desires, your dreams, okay? That's the male. Okay, now what you've got to do is you've got to entice or encourage the female to accept it so she can gestate it and then give birth to it. Everything that exists comes only through this female. And that female's name is subconscious. And the male name is conscious. Consciousness is the whole thing. But conscious impregnates subconscious. And how does conscious do it? First of all, conscious draws a very clear picture consistently, without any doubt. Doubts are going to come in, but what you do, cast them right out. Don't even think about it. Don't give them a minute's time. Take your time, focus your mind time on visualizing what you have, not what you want. We've moved to a whole new level now. This is no more what you want. Visualize you already having it. This is the big change, folks. This is the pivotal moment in your life and in my life. No more wanting stuff. Because if you sow wanting, you'll be forever wanting. Sow having. Sow it in your mind, sow it in your vision that you already have this stuff. See yourself dipping your toes in the pool. See yourself sitting by the pool with your jazz music playing. That's what I do. I like contemporary jazz. When I want my house set up, when I open my garage door, boom, when I'm driving my Tesla Model X, D100 into my garage and parking next to my other Model X D100. Next to my other Tesla a Model S D100. Okay, that's how I'm rolling. I got a couple of Arcimotos back there, they're all electric. I got two D100s, I got two S100s, and I got a couple of, I'm going to absolutely get me some Model 3s. I want two, and two. And I'll have two thing. Now that's the one place I'm going to be a little bit extravagant. I love automotive. I've been automotive since I've been in high school. That's me. That's what my flesh appreciates. And so I'm going to take care of my flesh. My flesh has carried my spirit around in this time-space continuum and kept me healthy. I'm going to take care of my flesh. This is my pet. This is my number one first pet. And I love my pets. Especially I take care of my pets take care of me. See, you see, this is how I'm rolling. Y'all can do what you want to do. This is how I'm rolling. I'm only sharing it with you to give you an idea. Now you can do what you want to do. This is my way I'm rolling. Okay, this is how I'm doing it, and this is my vision. I see myself talking to Oprah. I see myself talking to Bill Gates. I see myself talking to Warren Buffett. I see myself talking to Bloomberg. I see myself talking to all these heavy hitters out here that are positive and about something. But I want to come to the table with my own stuff, bringing my own, what I'm bringing to the table. I don't want them to give me none of their stuff. I want to come with my own stuff. See, I want to come be a part of the team. I don't want to come begging. No, I don't want none of that. I'm coming armed with my own. I'm bringing something to the table. I'm bringing a pie to the meal. Okay? Their pie may be bigger than mine. Don't matter. None of this stuff matters anyway. This is stuff. It matters because, but the reason I say it don't matter because it's already produced. So what we're focusing on is producing the next level of stuff. I have a vision of what I want to see happen in the world that I'm a part of. Okay? In order to do that, we have to have the skills. You have to have skills. And the skill is ideal, vision, detail, emotions, passion. Bring all your passion. Bring all your feelings. Leave the angers and the jealousy, and leave all the frustration and stuff. Leave that out for now. We'll deal with that when it comes. Right now, we are creating. And there's another cycle I want to make you aware of, in case you haven't been aware of it. And you may know of it as the 4 seasons. And I start with spring, summit. Things spring forward in the beginning. You reach a summit and a peak. Then you hit fall. Then you hit winter solstice. Now, this is where we are now. We are now in winter solstice. Once you get into fall and winter, this is the time to start getting your ideas together for spring, so they can come forth starting in March. We're still at a nice little critical, we're at the peak of it right now. It starts like in September, November, December, January. Oh man, we're in the baby. This is the core right here. This is where you want to really don't let as much as possible, ignore. I'm not saying that the negative and the weak and the frustration and all the doubts and stuff are not going to come through and you'll sense them, you'll be aware of them, but you can choose to ignore them. Choose to sideline them. Say, I see you, you're over there, respect them, sit over there. Right now, I'm calling this. This is my show here. I'm the stage producer here. I'm the director. I decide who's coming in here. Who is I? I is the watcher. You are the watcher. The thoughts are coming through. The mind space is there. It comes with the vehicle. It comes with the brain. But you are the watcher. You have the right to choose. You have the authority. Let me say that differently. Rights is something like somebody can take away from you. You can't. Nobody can take this from you. You are authorized to create everything that you see existing here with the power of controlling your thoughts and your feelings and using them together as a tool to create whatever you want. You want a righteous world? You want everybody to be educated? See it, believe it. It's already happened. It's already happened. And it's already happened, folks. It just, once it's a process, it takes time. We got 2 more months now. We got January and February. Once we get to the middle of March, that's when things, however much work you put in during the winter, however serious you were, and you were giving the subconscious mind emotions, positive, love, construction, strength, assertiveness, clear direction, absolute, unequivocal. This is what I have now. This is what I have now. I'm already in spring. I'm in March. My mind is, the thoughts I'm giving, I'm already there. Lotto has been hit. Lottery has been hit. 200 million, that's my number. You pick whatever number you want. I want my number to be 200 million or more. Okay? That's how I'm rolling. I don't care which one I hit. Don't matter. I just see myself having hit it already and talking to the lottery people when you have to do your little testimonial. That's where I'm at. And I'm past that already. I'm into already picking houses. Got my Teslas. I already told you how many Teslas I got. That's 6 Teslas and 2 Archimotos. All electric vehicles. I don't want nothing that's not electrical. But I want to be able to pull it right into my living room. That's what I want. That's what I have. That's how I want. That's how I visualize having what I have now. And so because I'm putting it, I got this now. I see how this works. I'm consciously the male side of consciousness. I'm working that part of it. I'm visual. I'm doing my dream. I'm doing my visualization. I sit here for almost 4 hours a day. Now, there's one thing I can do. I can cut the TV off. I haven't watched TV all day until I went to the gym. Somebody, it was running in the gym, and I glanced at it a couple of times. But as soon as I saw things I didn't like, I stopped looking at it. I had my music going in my ear, and I turned right to my vision. I was in the garage, pulling in the garage. I was talking to my nephew. He's in there working out in the gym. Talking to my son, Josh, me and him laughing, joking around. Petting, playing with the pets that I got in the new place. See, that's where I'm at. I'm already there. And I'm feeling it. The joy, the happiness, playing with the pets. Laughing and just looking at the colors. Okay, smelling the inside of the car and just sitting back and saying, wow, it's amazing how I could have done this so much sooner, but I didn't know. Now I know. So what I'm going to do now is spread the word. Everything I'm visualizing and doing is based on me being in a position now to spread the word. Because the more of us, more of you that are together and are millionaires and successful, positive and constructive, righteous people, because the only people going to be able to absorb this is going to be righteous people. People who are not ready, they're arrogant, they think they're better than everybody else or whatever, they'll never be able to accept this. That's why in the Bible it says, and I don't do religions, but their Bible is right. The meek shall inherit the earth, because you have to be humble. You can't come at this from arrogance. In this book, he talks about it. He said, you can't come at subconscious like she's your slave. I say she because the subconscious is considered to be the symbolic female, which females receive the sperm, which is the idea, and gestate and they bring it forth into reality. They make manifest all those things. So since the subconscious is the manifester, the creator, that which creates and manifests, I would refer to it as the female side. Okay? So when people are telling men they need to get connected with their feminine side, that's what they're talking about. They're not talking about telling, that little nonsense. They're talking about connecting and humbling. In order to do that, you don't treat your mate like they're your slave. That's foolish. A slave is going to try to poison you if you abuse and treat them like a slave. Any entity that you treat negative, if you treat it, arrogantly, like you're better than it, that's not cooperation. That's not harmony. That's not getting along. That's not, uh, uh, getting, enticing something or someone to help you because they like you and they see you as a good person and they see that you want to do something for them. You bring in something to the table. You bring in some compassion. You're complimenting. You do an excellent job. I do that to my vehicle. I'm doing it to the subconscious. Thank you for all you have done so far. Look at all this that I have. Gratitude, humility. You gotta humble up, folks. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You want to get something? You treat everything about you with respect and humility. And the best thing you could do is show your appreciation every single chance you get. See, when you function out of love, and again, where is this thing going to be directed? Not the flesh, but you got to go in. All of this is happening in the mind. Not out here. Forget about all that. Go within, as they say, over and over and over and over again. Go within. within. Everything that is without comes from within. You have to take your ideas, inculcate them with humility and gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation for all that you have gotten so far. You have a roof over your head, you're breathing healthy, you have more than enough food and water and clothing and friends and family, you have cars. Even if you have life, you're breathing. You got to be grateful for that. Okay? Because considering if you've been rolling around here not knowing what you've been doing, you're lucky to be alive. So you got to be grateful for that. Thank this vehicle for keeping you alive. Not you, but your spirit now has a vessel that it can use to now move forward. Now that you know, I just armed you with the best knowledge anybody could have. You got a chance. You've been given grace. You've been given an opportunity because I just gave you knowledge for free. Like everybody's supposed to get it. This is something you should have known from when we were 10 years old. But you're getting it now. No, what I say, no blame. There's, as we used to say in spiritual culture, there is no blame. It just is. Now you're ready. Okay? But you got to be humble. You got to treat yourself, treat the subconscious. The subconscious has no feelings or emotions at all. However, don't antagonize and insult that which is bringing forth your child, which is your vision, your ideas. You don't insult and make feel bad that which is carrying your child. You want your child to be healthy. You want your child to be strong. You want your children to be smart. You want your children to be capable and able and next level. Then you treat your carrier, you treat your mate, you treat that which is carrying the child with love and compassion, and you make it feel strong and safe, and you keep it protected, and you treat it with respect and humility. You come at it correct. You ain't gotta go nuts, but just basic simple stuff. You don't have to go nuts. Just do the basics. Do what you know is right. It's called righteousness. Not gonna overbeat that horse, but that I'm just saying you by way of another tool to get what you want faster by being humble. And you know what? It's gonna be good for your spirit. It's gonna be good for you. See? That's how you're gonna build this confidence and this solid sense of can do. Because you're confident, because you've tried it, it worked, and you're starting to see results. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what works. It's real simple. If it's working, do more of it. Are you going to be perfect and not make? Absolutely, you're going to make mistakes forever. We're going to always be making mistakes. That's not the point. The point is, be humble, do the best you can. Always be trying to be what? Better. If you're always working to be better, your success is gonna exponentially grow. Exponentially. Because the effort you're putting into being better, you ain't got time to focus on negative, on not having, on weakness. You don't have time to focus on that. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep focus. That's what it's about. Keep your focus on the prize. The prize is success. Being a millionaire. The prize is being it. Already being a millionaire. Going through the motions that the millionaires go through. Do that. Be that. But take time to say, every morning you wake up, thank you, Universal Spirit. Thank you, subconscious, for all the blessings you gave me in yesterday's day. Thank you for awakening my vehicle. Thank you for awakening healthy. Thank you for all the trillions of processes that were going on. I'm going to give you water. I'm going to take my vitamins. Okay. I'm going to do my breathing exercises. I'm going to sit here and do my visuals. These are the ideas. This is what I am. This is what I have right now. These are the visions of what I have. These are the visions of what you need to be working on manufacturing. I'm already there. I have these things already. I'm doing my part. Okay? Do the best you can. I would appreciate it. See that humility? I would appreciate it. As fast as you can possibly do it, I appreciate that you are even doing the work of manufacturing. And I'm honored. Thank you, consciousness, for allowing me to become aware of this. Everybody don't get this. Everybody don't become aware of this knowledge. And then when they do, they may be too arrogant to believe it. So here we go back to my piece. The anatomy of existence and the power of thought and belief. I'm still gonna write my paper on what I'm my job is to write my paper on what I'm writing my paper on. The anatomy of existence, how this thing all works, and what are the components of this existence that will make you successful. You can't be successful if you don't understand where you are and how this thing breaks down, and what are all the components, the full complete analysis of where you are. Throw out the garbage, the heaven and the hell, throw that crap out. See, that's the first thing you got to do. Throw the heaven and the hell out. The church and the tithing, the 10%, gone. Don't need it. You're only doing it because you're scared. You know why you're scared? Because you don't have knowledge. See, when you got knowledge, you got power, and you know the first thing that goes out the window? Fear. Because you're not afraid of what's going to happen to me if I don't get this cloth and throw salt over my shoulder and turn around 3 times and get this pastor over here, or this Reverend Ike, $50. Nonsense, crap, and BS. I get frustrated because the more you know people are being abusive. Okay, but now you know. So forget about all that stuff. Focus like a laser beam on the joy and the happiness and the freedom and the power, and inculcate your feelings and enjoy being a millionaire, being free. Look at the colors of your home and your tubs and your bathrooms and your bedrooms and what's hanging on your walls, the size of the television. Get into the details of what you have. Get into the feeling of, look at the expressions on your children's faces, on your parents, on your cousins and your family and your friends and the people whose lives you are now, who are not about you giving them things, sharing this knowledge with them so they can get their own thing. Ain't about you getting them no cars and all that stuff. This is about them getting their own stuff. But if they're mentally not capable, like I have a brother who's just not, he's mentally, see, he might believe a little bit once I go ahead and accomplish these goals, but he's one I have to take care of. I have no problem with that. I'm honored to be able to do it. I'm honored to be able to do it. I love taking care of my people. No problem at all. Do it in a heartbeat. Don't even think about it. Like I said, love people and use money. Principle number 1. Love people and use money. Everything gets real simple From that point on, folks, love your people, love all people, and use money to take care of those who are less fortunate than you. You and me are now blessed because we ran into this book by Neville Goddard called The Secret is in Feeling, right? I think that's how he said it. I want to say the title wrong. Feeling is the secret is the title, okay? Feeling is the secret. Okay, now you know. But again, recap. What have I discovered in reading this book? The Holy Trinity that I've heard about for decades, all my life, is now I understand that it's the consciousness, it is consciousness, the totality of awareness. Okay, I call it existence. It has, and in order to get what you want out of life, you have to bring forth your thoughts and your ideas, which are considered the conscious mind. And the microcosmic being is the conscious mind, and the conscious mind impregnates the subconscious mind with feelings, emotions, and visual details, smells, colors, clear, sharp, razor sharp details. And then you fuel it and empower it with feelings, your emotional reactions. All these years I've been told, keep your emotions in check. Yeah, you're right about that when it comes to physically acting out in this world. But when it comes to physically feeling and emotionally experiencing something good and positive, let them rip. Even that too, everything is moderation in all things, of course. That's the number one rule. But bring your feelings back in. See, for years I've been holding back. See, and that's not good. It's been a bad strategy. Now you know and I know. Bring those feelings back in. You know, there's also a feeling of how you carry yourself. Now that you know and you have accomplished things, you have strength, and you know what's going on, now you need to control, really more than anything, try to, as much as possible, control your thoughts. Day by day, get better and stronger. We've been doing this all our lives the wrong way. We've been letting anything just flap and flow and do whatever it wants haphazardly through our mind space because we didn't know. Hell, we came this far doing all of that. I'm not saying you should intentionally do it, but now that you know it's wrong and it's self-defeating, back off and start gaining step by step, little by little, day by day. You regain control over all of these processes. The thought flow going through your mind, identifying, tossing out, no, I don't want that. I want to think this. Decide what's going to come into your mind space. That's true thinking. Critical thinking. That's thinking like a successful winner. Okay? Race is gone. 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 Okay? Whatever the mind can conceive, you shall receive. As a man thinketh, so shall he reap. I'm trying to get the quotes right. Okay? As a man thinketh, so shall he reap. And so is she. There's woman. Okay, now we can put aside this gender nonsense also. We could put aside, we can get rid of supremacy, we can get rid of gender supremacy. We can, all of that goes out with this. You see how the human spirit is evolving forward? You see how we keep getting better every time we're born? We spiritually, because the spirit is pushing, it's really coming from within. See, we're getting better. No matter, that's why you got to cut TV off. Cut it off. Don't need it, really. Only thing I use it for is the weather. This internet right here is what it's all about. And the reason I like that is I can pick and choose. I can cut things off and turn things on. I pick and choose what I want to watch, when I want to watch it. Because I'm controlling mind time. I'm controlling how long anything is staying in here. This is mine. I got this. I got this. And nobody is getting, from to the time this vehicle here ceases to be useful, never again. Never again. I ain't turning this bad boy over to nobody. And I'm telling you, you better get it. You better get at it. You better develop a sense of, and I've been telling my mom and them, you have to have an insult level. You got to get to a point where you are so insulted that you are, and you have decided you are going to protect yourself. To thine own self be true. Do you. Go within. Get yourself together first. Then you can help everybody else. But until you develop an insult level, and I mean an insult level also with this flesh, I negotiate with it, but I'm putting the flesh on notice. The watcher is taking charge. Thank you for protecting this vehicle while I was dropping the ball and learning and didn't know what was going on. Thank you, flesh, for doing what you do best. Look out for flesh. Thank you for that. Really do appreciate that. I'm humble down for that, but I'm putting you on notice. Little by little, day by day, I'm taking charge. Don't worry. You chill out now. I'm going to get this together. I'm going to direct the thoughts that are coming through this conscious mind, because now the subconscious has been listening all this time. No wonder you ain't been getting nowhere. No wonder the team has not been moving forward as fast as we wanted to. We didn't know. Now I know. Now I know my job. See, when you know your job, you should get an insult level. And get rid of all them things that are stopping you from doing your job. Develop an insult level. Do your job. Your whole life is going to move forward. Everything you've ever wanted, you can have it. You already have it. See yourself already having it. From now on, that's got to be your focus. But it's going to take time. How old are you, whoever is watching this? Up until the time you saw this movie, you didn't know this. So you couldn't have been doing the work. You might have stumbled and did a little bit by mistake. Or you sensed it intuitively. That has happened to me too. And that's kept me out of a lot of stuff and gotten me where I am today. Because intuitively I knew I had something, but I didn't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. Now we know. Okay? Knowledge is something. You should have a chill going up you like I do. I got chills going left and right. Because I know now, and I realize now, all this power I have at the very thought in my mind. All I got to do is think it, and it comes into being. That's what they've always said about existence itself. They say God had a thought, and it was so. But they did not talk about the process. They did not talk about the subconscious mind. Okay? So we now know. And let's take charge. Okay? Let's move forward. Let's make this money. Let's make this money so we can take care of our people. Take care of all these people. There's no reason for anybody to be hungry right now. No reason. It's unacceptable. No reason for anybody not to have health care. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. No. Everybody should have access to health care, water, food, shelter, clothing, education, transportation. Everybody. It may take another 1,000 years. But watch Star Trek. Watch Star Wars. I keep coming back to that. Those are ideas. Those are visions of where we already are. If you're seeing it, because somebody thought about it. And if somebody thought about it, it's happening. It's already happened. It's already in the works. So let's get with the program. I am. Okay, family? Take care.